Welcome back to my channel. I am exhausted. I love to teach, but I have been teaching morning, noon, and night. I went to a studio out in, let me say this correctly, Rancho Cucamonga. I drive there and I teach in this big, big, beautiful studio. But I'm trying to teach acrobatics, and with 70 kids in your class, it's tough. It's tough. And the kids are on all different levels, but I do it, and everybody learns something. No matter where you take my class, whether it's on Zoom, which I'm back teaching again this weekend, whether it's on Zoom or here, there, anywhere, something is to be learned. You guys take the class. I don't know why dance teachers don't take the class. You could learn enough in one of my acrobatic classes to teach students for an entire year. I've been teaching, and I'm back in the studio in Los Angeles. You know, it's really upsetting to me, the wheelchair. Sometimes it's not so bad. There's a few places in life that it's really awkward. Sometimes I feel like a transformer. Like my chair is gonna like zzz, do something else. And other times I just feel like this big giant chair moving around. Sometimes I actually forget that I'm in a chair. When I teach, I've been told that I go into a zone and nothing matters but that correction. Nothing matters but what I'm teaching. Nothing matters but those kids. And I'll try to reach out and grab their foot, or I flick up the foot plates on my chair and put my feet on the ground and reach out like I'm really gonna spot the kid. Yeah, with the torn rotator cuff in my shoulder and no feeling in my hands, but I try. I'm like right there, ready to do it. Mentally, 25 again, teaching, and without a wheelchair. I remember kneeling down on the mats, kneeling on the side of the mats to spot kids, and I'm spotting round off back handsprings. They have their back handspring in place and they're putting it together with the round off. And you had to run on your knees back and forth because you never knew where the kid was gonna land the round off. They could do a really big, long round off and you had to run this way. They could do a short cut under round off and you have to run this way. Very few kids landed right where I told them to land. So anyway, I did that for years and years and years. So back to teaching. I'm on Zoom, I'm available on Zoom. I am in the studio in LA teaching, and next week I am headed to Miami, Orlando, back to Pittsburgh for booty camp, to New York City, and to Boston. Then I'll be back in LA to start choreography for solos, duets, trios, groups, whatever. The one thing I could recommend to all of you, if you are a dancer that's watching, if you do a solo, if your parents pay for you to compete that solo, pay me first. Before you send $100+ in to each one of these competitions, pay me for a private lesson and let's go through your solo. Let's clean it. On Broadway, they call it a show doctor. Somebody's gonna come in and tweak it a bit, see what's wrong. What about the staging? Which way are you facing on that area or that trick? How are you getting off the floor? Maybe there's a more graceful way. And with your dance teacher's blessing, please. Because some dance teachers get their pet peeves, right? I mean, come on, not some, we all have them. I might harp on your hip, your extension, get the hip down, turn the leg out, get the knee to face the back, blah, 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 over and over and over. Another teacher might yell about your turns. Another teacher, maybe it's your jumps. I look at things the way a judge would look at them. Sitting down in the pit, looking up at the stage. Why not have me look at the routine first, fix a few things, tweak a few things, and then pay the competition fees for the strangers to look at your routine. Starting mid-October, I will be available, clean, fix, and doctor solos. All right, now, what is JoJo doing on TikTok? I go to an event, High School Musical, the series, season 3. I went, and so did JoJo. We talk, we hug, we kiss, we're laughing. We were talking about, so you think you can dance, blah, 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 right? Then the next day, this is everywhere, right? Want to sit back and relax and enjoy my evening. When all of a sudden, I hear this agitating, grating voice. What is she doing? I don't really get these TikTok things. I just like the dancing. She's doing me. Like, I want to sit back, relax, enjoy my evening, and I hear this voice. So she is saying, I want to sit back, meaning her, Jojo, wants to sit back, relax, and enjoy her evening. And she hears this agitating, horrible voice, which is my voice. It's like Jojo doing me, doing her, doing whatever. Yeah, it's Jojo Siwa. It's her TikTok. So she was just doing something cute. I don't think when Jojo does these cute little things that she's so fast. She is so quick. The kid is probably a technology genius and doesn't know it. Or maybe she does know it. She does these little things like this. And they blow up, and every news outlet has to pick it up. And this one, and that one, and TMZ, and blah, 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 blah. And she just does it thinking, oh, this is funny. And it has 1.8 million likes and 9 million views. That means that 7.2 million people didn't like it. Is that what that means? Yeah, they watched it and didn't like it. I can go back at Jojo. Like, if this was nasty and mean, I could hit her back. Is she throwing shade? Isn't she throwing shade? You know, I like some shade. Yes. And I can dish it out. I mean, I take it all the time. I have to take it from these people, from that people, you know, everybody. I even take it from the United States government. But I can dish it back. And I like to go at it with Jojo. It's fun. But I'm telling you, this outfit she had on, we had pictures. There were like rainbows flying off the rhinestones on this jacket. You could see her. You can't miss her. No. So there you have it. That's my Jojo for the week. I could start doing a weekly YouTube video, just Jojo. I mean, Jojo is just out there in the press. She is everywhere. It's, you know, like she gets a hangnail and they're reporting about it. She sees me, an old dance coach, at a party. It's everywhere. And you know what? I'm proud of that. She likes the limelight. She enjoys it. She knows that the fans, that the people that love her, and some haters too, keep her in the press. And there's an old saying, you know, don't worry about when they talk about you. Worry about when they don't talk about you anymore. That's when you should worry. So Jojo, I am very proud of you. And I will be that agitated, annoying voice in your ear all the time. All right, do what Jojo did. Subscribe, like, turn on your post notifications, because Abby Lee Miller will be back with more.